Hello everyone, I welcome you all in this live Q&A session on C++ programming language. If you don't know me already, I am the instructor of this course. My name is Jaspreet Singh. I am teaching this course right now on Neso Academy. If I talk about the course itself, I have already covered some of the topics. You will get to know about it in a moment. But first, let's talk about this session. This session is about questions and answers. You can ask questions and I'll try to address those questions as much as possible. So you can ask questions related to C++ programming or questions that are general about programming. So I'll try to address as much as possible. Now, if I talk about the course itself, I have covered the first chapter of this course completely, that is Introduction to C++. There we learned a lot of concepts about the history, versions, and many more concepts. Apart from this, I have covered some of the topics of chapter 2 as well. We learned about keywords, identifiers, macros. These are some of the concepts which we have already covered. We have covered about constants as well. There are different types of constants. We will cover them as we proceed in this course. And apart from chapter 2, there are other chapters as well. If you saw the syllabus, then you will encounter that there are many topics which we will cover, including the basics, intermediate, and advanced topics. This course is targeted for beginners. If you are a beginner, definitely you can take a lot of advantage from this course. So this is something that you can expect. Now, let's address some questions. Here is the first question I have received. What is the difference between your old C++ course, the one on your channel, and this new C++ course? This question has been asked by Hamid. Okay, see, the old C++ course is there, but it is not the complete course. We decided to restart the course and make it even better. So this course is considerably better. This is what we are trying from our side, and you will gain a lot from this course as well. So definitely, Hamid, I hope I have addressed your question. Now, here comes the second question from Watcher3311. Hi sir, I'm in BSc IT. What should I start with? Please give any idea. Okay, if you are studying BSc IT right now, no problem at all. If you want to learn programming, then I would recommend you to start with C programming language, because C programming language is comparatively easier than C++. So if you start with it, then it would be better for you. And of course, learning C++ will give you an edge, but learning C first will give you an edge as well, because by learning C programming language, you will learn the basics of computer as well. You will get to know about your computer even better. So definitely this is the good thing if you start with C programming language before learning C++. C++ is a little bit difficult in my opinion, so starting with C will help you. Now, here is the other question from Layman's IAS. I have not studied computer science in class 12th. Will I be able to understand this course? Okay, that's a good question. If you haven't studied computer science in 12th, that's not at all a problem. Really, you can start this course because, as I've mentioned already, I have targeted this course to beginners. If you are a beginner, definitely you can take this course. And as you have not studied computer science, I have tried my best to teach the concepts in as easy as possible way. In other words, layman way, like the name that is given here. So definitely you can take this course. Now, here is another question from FFQB. Why are pointers really necessary in CPP? See, C++ programming language is the successor of C programming language. In C programming language, we have the concept of pointers. And because C++ is the successor of C, it has inherited the properties from C as well. So pointers concept is inherited from C. And if you learn pointers, you would be able to manipulate your memory better. And let's say you are a game developer, then there is the chance that you need to manipulate the memory. So pointers are needed for that purpose. Definitely, having pointers is an advantage in my opinion, not a disadvantage. So that's the case. So these are some of the questions, of course. Now, talking about the course itself, as I've mentioned this already, the first chapter has been completed of the syllabus. This is the syllabus that is written over here. We have completed Introduction to C++. C++ Basics is the ongoing chapter. The third chapter is about operators in C++. We will learn about operators. Of course, there are many different types of operators. Operators will help you perform operations on data. Definitely that's important. We deal with data quite a lot in programming in general. Then we have the concept of control structures and functions. So these are the first 4 chapters. I'll get back to other chapters as well. Let's address some more questions. One question from Balu. Okay. I really like how simple C, and I really don't feel like learning C++. Okay. I think you mean that you like C programming language, you like the simplicity of C programming language. You don't feel like learning C++, but don't worry, to be honest, if you learn C++, it will give you an edge over others. Right now, people are running towards those high-level languages. But learning a middle-level language is a necessity. It is important. Right now in game development industry, it is following. People are following the C++ programming language for developing games. Why it is the case? Because for developing complex applications like these, middle-level languages are needed. And if you really want to do complex things, interesting things like developing games, developing complex software, developing software like Acrobat, Adobe, like Adobe Photoshop, then definitely learning C++ will give you an edge. So don't feel discouraged. Now here is the question from Riya Srivastava. So big fan of your lectures. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the compliment, Riya. Here is another question from MD Alhamad. Sorry if I mispronounced the name. Sir, could you please tell me how much time the course will take to complete? Okay, that's the common question. I've been following the YouTube comments for quite a long time, and I saw one of these comments as well. Yes, usually the courses take time because our team work quite hard on this. It's not the case that I am the developer of this course. Many people are behind the scenes working in the course. So developing lectures like these take a lot of time, to be very honest. So it's not the case that it will be done in a very less time. It takes time, but eventually it will be done. Don't worry about it. I used to keep a deadline on myself. I'm keeping a deadline of 6 months. Let's see whether it will be completed by that time. Here's another question from Aditya. Where can we get notes? Okay. You can get notes from our website. We have the facility on our website to provide notes to you. So, but still I would recommend you to prepare your own notes as well alongside. Definitely notes will help you from our website, but developing your own notes is quite important too while learning the course. So I would recommend that doing this. Now again, one more question from Layman's IAS. Are there any prerequisites to this course, sir? Okay. In the first lecture, I have mentioned some prerequisites. I've mentioned one of the prerequisites as C programming language. But I've mentioned this also that when you follow this course, I will also cover some concepts from C programming language as well. So if you don't have any prerequisite, then it's completely fine. Some basic mathematics knowledge is needed, like you must know how to add two numbers, subtract two numbers. Even if that is not clear, I'll try to explain that as well during the course. But yeah, this is what I'm assuming you already have the knowledge about. Now, here's one question from Abhishek. Sir, will you cover DSA with C++ also in this series? C++ programming language is a vast programming language. There are many concepts in C++. We have object-oriented concepts and many more concepts like STL. We will focus on C++ programming language particularly. DSA is something that we are planning to cover maybe after C++. So it is a separate course on its own, and covering it separately would be better in my opinion. So yeah. Okay, one question from Ashish Bansal. Sir, will the course taught practically also? Yeah, yes. We are not going to cover only the theory. We will cover the practical aspects of the course as well. Definitely it's a C++ programming course. It's a programming course. So without programming, I don't think this course is worth it. So yes, we will cover the practical aspects as well. I try to cover some mini projects as we go through this course. Yeah, so these were some of the questions. I hope I have addressed these questions nicely from my side and you got some idea as well. Okay, coming back to this syllabus, we have covered the chapter 1 and some of the topics of chapter 2 as mentioned. In this course, the most important thing is that we are going to cover object-oriented programming. Object-oriented programming. Understand, this makes it different from C programming language. C programming language is procedural language. C++ is object-oriented programming language. Precisely not just object-oriented, it follows the procedural language as well. But yes, it makes it different from C because it has this part. And covering this part is one of the most important things in this course. So we will cover this. So don't worry about this, that object-oriented part will not be covered. It will be covered. If you have this doubt, then I'm making this clear from now on. Okay? Now, there is one question from Ashish Bansal as well. So what is the difference between procedure-oriented and object-oriented programming? Although this is the topic that we will cover in future lessons, but I will give you the basics basically. In procedural language, we write what we call functions. We design the program in the form of functions. We write functions after functions. We have the main function, if you remember C programming language. Then we have many more functions. It is a function-oriented programming language. That's why we call it procedure-oriented. But if we talk about object-oriented in general, we design objects, which we can thought of as encapsulated modules where we can pack data and methods together, like functions together. The focus is on data more, not on the functions. And focusing on data is better. This is what you will learn pretty soon. And by the way, I'll properly discuss the difference between these two, so don't worry about this. Yeah, so as mentioned, object-oriented programming is what we will cover. Then comes constructors and destructors. Constructors and destructors, quite important. To construct something, to destruct something. We'll learn about it, what we will construct and what we will destruct. Of course, in this chapter, inheritance. I have mentioned this already. Some of the features are inherited from C programming language. Features inherited means features have been taken from the programming language, which we call C. So I give you a simple example of inheritance, if you would allow me. Let's say, obviously, you are a child and you have a parent, so you inherit properties from your parent. Inheriting properties means you are taking properties from them. You must have some properties of your parent. That is inheritance. The similar concept is there in C++ as well. We will address this properly. There are many concepts that we will cover under this chapter. Then we have polymorphism and virtual functions. Polymorphism and virtual functions is quite important. We will cover polymorphism in details and virtual functions as well. Chapter 9 is about operator overloading and templates. What are we trying to overload here? Operator overloading is the concept which involves operators and their overloading. By overloading, I mean that the same operator is behaving in different ways. That is the possibility. So operator overloading is also one of the most important topics in C++, which we will cover. That's about chapter 9, and we will cover templates as well. When you create a template basically of something, then you don't have to repeat that same thing again and again. You don't have to write that thing again and again. By creating a template, you have a blueprint. You just take that template whenever you need and you just modify it the way you want. Okay, so coming back to the questions again from Divya Jansari. Again, sorry for the mispronunciation. Would you be covering multi-threading concept in C++ in this course? Multi-threading. It is a bit of advanced topic. Multi-threading concept we may not cover in this course, but yes, in future, we will cover the advanced C++, much more advanced C++. There we will cover the concept of multi-threading. This course is not about multi-threading. Okay, another question from Chiku. What will be the output, sir, for int I equal to 0, I less than 100, I plus plus? You have this for loop. Okay, you have applied the for loop. The I is 0, I is initialized to 0, then it is being checked with I less than 100. Okay, see out, sir, big fan. Okay, I'm hoping it will be displayed 100 times. Sir, big fan. Thank you for this. I really like this kind of questions. Now one from Ujjwala Mustafa. Which programming language is easy to learn first? If you talk about the simplicity, I would recommend Python. Python is quite simple to understand, very simple in my opinion. It has a very simple syntax. There are many details which are hidden from you, so you can focus on the high level details. So definitely, if you learn Python, it is the easiest language in my opinion right now in the industry. Now here is one more question from Dev Agarwal too. Hi sir, how much time will it take you to complete the course? Will you provide one lecture daily? Yeah, by the way, this is the plan. We are trying our best to provide one lecture on daily basis. I'm trying my best to create lectures. The team is trying the best to do the editing and all the stuff. So we are trying our best to upload one lecture on daily basis. That's what we are looking for. And the time that the course will take, it will be approximately 6 months. It may take more depending upon the complexity of this course. To be very honest, this course is a bit complex. There are many topics, and I am planning to cover it in this way that even someone who does not have any knowledge about programming, he or she would be able to understand that as well. So it takes some time. Please be patient. I'm really sorry for this. Now here is one more question. The next question is from Chandra Shekhar Mishra. You will cover binary operator? Yes, we'll cover binary operator. Definitely we'll cover different types of operator. Binary operator we will also cover. No problem at all. Now, one question from Ujjwala Mustafa again. Thank you, sir. Python, is it worth it? Python is worth it in many different ways. Python is important in industry right now. It has been following in machine learning as well to develop machine learning applications. Definitely it is worth it. Right now you can see the advent of AI. AI is becoming so good right now in doing many things for you. Maybe you have been asking questions in ChatGPT as well. ChatGPT is AI. I'm not sure what technology they have used, but it could be Python. So Python is so popular out there. Yeah, it is for many good things. Next question from Dilip Kumar. Is C language knowledge is needed to learn C++? C, one of the prerequisites of this course is C, yes. But again, I'm going to mention this, that it is not necessary to learn C before learning C++. You can learn C++ even if you do not have any knowledge about C. If you take this course, you will encounter this thing that I'm trying my best from my side to cover C concepts as well. Yes, because C++ is successor of C, I do not have any other choice but to cover C concepts as well. So definitely, if you learn C++ first, then it would be advantageous. If you do not have knowledge about C, then there is no problem. Okay? Now, one question from RR. Sir, please cover the OOP virtual constructor, destructor, virtual tables, functions in detail on YouTube only. We will cover all these concepts which you have mentioned. You can see this from the syllabus as well. The syllabus is available in front of you. We'll cover these topics, yes, and we will try to upload them on YouTube as well. And maybe some of the videos will be available on website. We'll cover most of the topics which are needed for your examinations, for your interviews. We'll cover them on YouTube. And if there are some topics, maybe they would be available on website. You can follow our website as well. And our app, of course. Okay. One more question from Ujjala Mustafa. Sir, where should I learn it from? Where should I learn it from? I'm not getting it. Are you talking about the C++ course? Where should I learn it from? Okay. Another question. Matui. I'm not sure about the pronunciation. Sir, how about HTML, CSS, and JavaScript? Yeah, we have plans for covering these topics as well. I mean, these languages precisely. HTML, CSS, JavaScript, hypertext markup language, cascading style sheets, and JavaScript. Of course, we will cover them as well. And these are very important technologies for web development. We have plans for covering web development as well. Sure. Amos Reddy Varala. Sir, are your old lectures of C++ also helpful? Yes. The old lectures of C++ are helpful. You can follow that specific course as well. I mean, those bunch of lectures you can follow. But that's not a complete course. This course is the modified version of what we have done before. So you can get more advantage from this course, and this will be the complete course. So if you start from this, then definitely you will get the complete course. And you get the benefit of covering from both the courses. So you can take those lectures as well while studying from these lectures. If some topics are unclear, you can always comment. I'll try to address them as well. Okay, another question from Ashish Bansal. Sir, will the notes of C++ course be available on Neso Academy website as a PDF file or as a tutorial? Okay. Currently, we have been uploading the PPTs. The notes are in that form. And we will try to cover notes not as PDF, but they will be available underneath the video player. So you can consider those notes from there if you want to really go through the notes. We'll try to put those notes there as well. But for now, you can take the advantage of PPTs. And as mentioned already, you should take your notes as well, because that will help you more than anything. So yeah. Okay. The next question is from Lovo the 13th. I can listen to him, he speaks clearly. Okay, thank you so much. And I'm hoping that my pronunciation is also clear to you. I'm trying my best to be clear as possible. And if it is helping you in your studies, definitely it is a good thing. Next question from Chandan Kumar. Could you make a small project on C++? Small project on C++, definitely. Why not? And why can't you just create your own project after completion of this course? And definitely you can show this to us as well. So creating your own project, if you have some idea, definitely you can create it after learning C++ from us. I'll try to provide the project as well. But I'll definitely provide mini projects alongside, mini exercises and many more things. So you will get a lot from this course, and we will try to cover small projects. Okay. Amos Reddy Varala. Thanks, sir. Can I know when this C++ series would complete? Okay, that's another question, a kind of a same question. The C++ series will be completed as soon as possible. And if you really want detailed level lectures, then definitely it will take some time, as mentioned already. I'm trying to cover it before 6 months, but that's the deadline I've set for myself. Okay, next question, again from Ashish Bansal. Sir, is there some programming exercises questions be also covered? Yes, programming exercises questions will also be covered. You'll get to practice a lot in this course. There will be a lot of practice questions, and definitely you will see those questions and you'll be able to answer them as well after covering the topics from this course. That is my goal I want to emphasize on. So yes. Okay, next question is from Ujjwala Mustafa. Sir, I'm going to learn Python first, but I'm stuck in which platform should I choose? Can you suggest me, please? Okay. You want to learn Python first. I'm going to learn Python first, but I'm stuck in which platform? Platform, I think you mean the place from where you can learn Python. I have provided my Python course. You can check that out as well. There are some books available online as well. You can search for them. There are books like Automate the Boring Stuff with Python. That's a very good book. You can learn from that. If you're talking about running Python programs, then I would recommend installing Python on your system and then run it instead of going for online, because online platforms for running Python programs have limitations. Sir, you explained very well. This question is from, not a question, but a statement, Zahid Hussain. Sir, you explained very well. I just learned DAAA, Design and Analysis of Algorithms. I think that's what you mean. From your YouTube videos. Thanks for that lecture. Thank you so much. It's a great compliment. Thank you. So these are the questions that I have addressed from my side. I hope I made those questions clear to you. And as mentioned already, these are the chapters we will cover. Chapter 9, after this chapter 10, exception handling. We will learn how to handle exceptions. Then file handling is what we will cover as well. We should learn how to handle files well, right? And then at the end, standard template library. This is one of the most important chapters. Really, STL, standard template library, there will be a lot of concepts you will learn here, and it will give you superpowers in C++. So definitely this is quite important for you to study. Please wait until this chapter. Don't leave the course in between. That's important. So this is the entire C++ course in front of you. This is the syllabus, and definitely I'm expecting you will get a lot from this course, and this will be all from my side. I hope I added some value through these discussions. I addressed questions from my side. Maybe some questions I have addressed will not be satisfying. If it is the case, you definitely can ask more questions in the next discussions, in the next Q&A live sessions. So that is it from my side. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next Q&A session for sure.